Hello, welcome back to the stream. We are back with some more Farming Simulator 25. Downloaded a new mod since we've been gone. Also, last time I did fast forward through the night from where we had left off. Slow down time at the moment. We didn't have a what was it? We didn't have a house or anything or anywhere to sleep, so when we were ending last time. So I did fast forward a little bit because it was getting to be dark in the game, and got our house finished. So we do have this little hut here. It's got a little area to change, little bench that I guess we probably sleep on that. Doesn't look very comfortable. Hopefully there's cushions somewhere in there. But yeah, we have this sweet little hut to live in on our logging farm. So this is not meant to be permanent. This is meant to be just like a logger's house. I did take down some of these deciduous trees just to kind of clean up a little bit around that area. I'm going to do some work today on landscaping this to get rid of this dirt. Hopefully at some point we'll do that. We got our flatbed here that we can use to transport pallets now, which is what we're going to operate in. This, I think, is pretty close to 100% full still. Yeah, we're at 93% still. It has not expelled anything for us to actually ship, so I don't really know how long that takes. We're going to keep an eye on it. We have a pallet fork here, so we can move that as needed. And honestly, since trees take a long time to grow back, I'm probably going to keep the trees as is for now. When we get a little bit more money, we'll get I have a mod that has a log sled. So we'll get a log sled, and we can use the log sled to store the logs, since we're full over here in our little area. So when we have that, we'll continue chopping down our trees to fill up the log sled, I think, and clear out our trees so that we can get to a replanting. But as of right now, I don't really want to worry too much about the replanting. Instead, I think while we're waiting for that, what we're going to focus on, I'm going to put the speed back up to a reasonable speed. I always forget my hotkey there. It is October 1st as well, so we're in a brand new month here. Oh, went really fast there. Okay, so we are in a brand new month. Excuse me. So that'll be good. What I've got download is, I think, let me find it here, and I don't really know how it works, but I thought it looked fun. So I got a open air garden mod, and they're kind of expensive. I was not expecting that. But we've got like this one. Let's see here. So it's very similar to a greenhouse, I think, but it's I said open air. So it looks more like this, which is really cool. Takes in a few resources and produces goods. I thought they had small plots that you could buy. I didn't realize they were this big. The size of that one. They do have some too, like this, that have like a little shed and stuff on it. It's very cool looking. Orchard. Yep, and there's also this one that's more, it calls it minimalistic, but they look very similar to me, so I don't really know. Not exactly sure on that. So yeah, the cheapest one though is this one, and it is 8,000. And my thought is to put it somewhere like here-ish. I don't know where the entrance is. Looks like the entrance is on... Oh, there's an entrance on both sides. Okay. So yeah, I think my idea is to put it like right here, more or less. When we have the money for it, we'll have to do some terraforming to get it to fit. And probably clear out that stump, maybe. Hopefully, I don't know if it lets us override it. But the idea is that it would go like right here next to the house and be kind of like an expansion for the house, and then we can work on that. So it looks like it produces all sorts of things. It takes in like water and fertilizer and stuff, and seeds. I'm assuming is what that might be, and it can produce like sunflowers and grapes and a lot of stuff that you could put in a garden. I don't exactly know how it works, but that's going to be our goal, is to get enough money for that. I think if we're going to take something out here, yeah, we probably need to sell a few things to help us make that money. So let's see here. Actually, one thing I just need to sell anyway. Yeah, this log fork. I don't really like it, so we're just gonna sell it. There we go. We still need our pallet fork, our tractor, our trailer. Yeah, we need everything else, but that's at least something that we can get rid of. Yeah. I think for now, I'm gonna just cut down a few trees. We're gonna take a load over while we're waiting for some stuff to hopefully produce from that, so that we can at least get a little bit of cash to prepare us for this. I'm gonna try and do something kind of crazy with these trees. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. Let me get them cleaned up real quick. Kind of hard to see when you've got 3 trees full of leaves everywhere. There we go. I'm wondering if, with that flatbed, it's kind of long. These trees aren't insanely long. So I'm kind of wondering if we could use the weight of the bottom of the tree to hold it onto the flatbed. And where we could basically sell the whole tree. The whole tree and nothing but the tree. I also might rent a stump grinder soon so that we can get rid of some of these stumps. Alright, see? Oops. Oh hey, it seems to be... we seem to be able to lift both. Let's wing it. It's like those balancers, the people who like walk on tight ropes here. Oh, I'm stuck on the This might not be a great idea. Here, let me drop one of them. And then push this one where I can get to it. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Let me think if this is going to work. I need to adjust my truck. Don't mind me just walking right underneath that very heavy log that's dangling there. I'm going to put my truck like here-ish. You know what? I lied. I thought the length would matter, but it looks like the quality is low because of how big it is. So I guess there might be like a good number. And for us, the 8 meters is probably ideal. And it would make this a lot less of a pain in the ass, wouldn't it? So, oh. But yeah, looking at this, it says it's only worth $145 like this, so but if we take it and chop it up, that becomes $871 because it's like pre-processed, I guess. And I think at our length here, 8 is our best bet because it gets us 3 good chunks. So yeah, we're gonna go that way. Oh yeah, as you can see, I did change our clothes. So it's getting to be fall, right? It's a little chilly out, so gotta come into our own. No more t-shirts here on the farm. I missed. I'm gonna try to just give this a little love tap into. Oh, missed. Initiate docking here. There we go. Only shifted the truck way forward. Oops. Oh, guess that tree's just going into production. Come on. There we go. Yeah, and at least top those off, so I'll take it. Make sure I steer clear of that zone for this one. This flatbed works pretty nicely too as a log truck. We don't want to use it too often as a log truck because the pallets are where we're going to make our best money, I think, but it's something. We definitely need to build like some sort of shelter too for our tools, but we'll see on that one. I'm going to put the fat ends towards the back. So I'm going to turn around here. Pick it up from this way. Okay. Oop. Lifting myself up off the ground there. Back up. There we go. Oop. Dropped the wrong one. We still need you. All this just to try and stay organized. I want it closer to my pallet forks anyway. And we readjust. Make sure I have the front one selected. Oop. Yeah. Yep. I don't really know at what point they get spit out, so I don't know how much is in a pallet of each one. Like how many liters a pallet is, so we'll have to figure that out, I think, as we go. But this should be enough, hopefully, to be able to afford that greenhouse slash garden that we want. We could do like an actual greenhouse, but it's not as fun looking. Um, and I've heard that those make a lot of money. I don't know if this garden makes a lot of money. I don't know anything about it, but or honestly, the garden might act exactly the same way as the greenhouse, but it looks like it fits our area better because we're kind of like in a homestead situation out here. And I also want to try and feed that garden off of. I've got the mod that allows us to have like carryable items. So things come in much smaller portions where you can carry them by hand. And I feel like that with the garden mod feels pretty fun because I want it to just be like our pastime while we're waiting for our factory to work. Just to dabble a bit. Give me 1 second here. Step away. Double muted. I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm cooking dinner on the side. Had to go make sure I swapped everything over. It's getting some taco bowls is what I'm making for dinner. Nice and yummy. Doing a lot of chicken thighs and rice and taco seasoning and beans. It's gonna be yummy. Okay, let's see how much we can get for these. Perfect. It's a good chunk of change. Alright, let's head back home now, and we're going to look at setting up that little greenhouse for that little farm area. See what we might need for that. Uh, Excuse me. Let's just come to a dead stop there, shall we? Sorry, there was a ghost. I had to take care of the ghost. Excuse me. I think since we are kind of waiting for some stuff, I'm gonna boost our time a little bit here. Just to 10x, so like double where we were at. But we were playing on a really slow time, and that's fun when you're doing like a lot of logging and stuff like that. But right now, while I'm waiting for production to work, it's fun. So we've got plenty of time today. So you can probably hear my dogs going crazy in the background. They see like squirrels and there's construction happening at a house next door. So obviously they need attention from the people out there. I did it again. Slowed down over the wrong hill. Go. It all turned in here. I disconnected the trailer too. I don't think we're going to need it for a little bit here until we start to see pallets show up. Let's see. So we have the money now for this. And We'd like for it to go like right there. I think this stump is going to be our problem, isn't it? Um, is there a way to like get rid of the stump in this mode? Not sure. Let's do. Let's level this out a little bit. Okay, so it won't let us like level the stump. I don't like that. I also don't like how low that went. Is that an undo? Nope, we just wasted a bunch of money. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah. You know what? Give me. Oh, sure. Does this mod I have do anything? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, poo. I think we're gonna have to go rent a stump grinder if we want to put our thing there. So that we can get that out. And then we can finish excavating and making it look pretty. That's fine. I think we've got the cash. Let's take a look at it. Um, yeah, I think we want to do a mulcher. Excuse me. We do have the option of using a stump cutter. What's the leasing cost on that? $1,300 for that. Weeks. Can't imagine this would be any cheaper. Yeah. You know what? Give me one moment here. I'm gonna do some quick investigating. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I downloaded a mod. Hopefully it doesn't just crash on us and make me look like an idiot, but I found there's a mod for the Lumberjack mod that lets you like cut out stumps. And I feel like that's what we need because we just want to get rid of one stump for now. And it's kind of a pain in the ass to have to go rent a tool for that. So let's see if it works out for us here. Uh-oh. I'm guessing the answer is it did not work out for us here. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, back. Sorry about that. I I had a mod that was conflicting that I went ahead and took out. It was just the one that we used for cutting our specific lengths, but we don't really need that a whole lot anymore. So let's go ahead and clean up this little area. Just these couple stumps that get them out of our way. Okay. Now, we should be able to put that away. Let's check out our little garden. What is it overlapping with now? I don't see a stump. I see like a plant, but you know what? We do have all this land out here. I think we might just put it out here instead. I did all that for nothing. Kind of like the idea of seeing it as you roll up. just before you enter the turnaround there. Yeah, let's do that instead. So I'll put it more like right. Sorry, gotta make it perfect. Come on. Oh, I like that. It's like right on that road there. And while we're in here, let's go ahead and fix this little area. I'm gonna like soften, maybe. Yeah. That looks almost intentional. And let's also put in some grass. Oh, it doesn't look like the same kind of grass. The same color, but maybe it's just because we don't actually have grass in there. What's this one? This one? We're like eating up the rest of our money doing this. This will probably work for now. Just to kind of make that look a little bit more intentional. And then I'm going to come back over it probably and, well, we're going to kind of cultivate and turn a lot of this into dirt. But anyway, so that's good. Let's take a look at our production quick. See where we're at on this one. Okay. So yeah, I think what I read somewhere is that it's like maybe 1,000 liters roughly for a pallet. So I don't know how long. Seems like that might take a while for us to get a pallet out of it. But let's check out this one. Let's see what all we can do. So we've got like a fence. This whole thing doesn't have any. Okay. We use it. That is our land, right? Well, it's like right on the edge of our land, so maybe it's not our land. Would it show up as a production? I'm assuming if it was a production and it wasn't technically on our land, it would show up in this list now. So, okay. Probably should have paid more attention on how to use that. I'm confused here. If I go back to yes. See, when I'm here, I can see all those points. Looks like it's maybe they went away. There's like no physics with it. Nope. Showed that the management tool was supposed to be like right there. What the hell? Did I just waste it? Interesting. Maybe it is off my land. I'm gonna delete it. Well, actually, before I delete it, I'm gonna cheat. Ignore me while I do this. Just because it falls in bug category, so I think it works. Yeah, let's do something. I take. Let's get rid of you. Ah, spot, right? Okay. Okay, that one must have been right on the edge of my land. So I'm just gonna come here and do the. I don't know why it let me put it down. Oh yeah, you know what? I put in a mod that allows me to put it down, but I can't pick it up. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy that land in order to pick that up. So now, still no physics to it. That's fine. Now we have this, so we can see what we want to produce. Cool. So it takes in seeds, fertilizer, and water, and then we can produce any of these here. So we can do like carrots with seeds and solid fertilizer. Just carrots. I don't exactly know what that means. So if we activate that one. Okay, so that just takes water. This takes all of them. So if we put all of them in, we get a lot more. You can see here that it's 176 carrots returned. If we use seeds, water, and fertilizer, versus if we just use 4 water, it's 16 carrots. So, okay. Let's go get ourselves some stuff. So we're going to head over to the store. Hopefully, let's see if we have enough money left. Where would that be? Category seeds. I'm going to start with just this 50-liter bag of seeds because we don't have a lot of money on us right now. Solid fertilizer. Same thing, we're going to do this 50-liter bag of fertilizer. Yeah, that's the most affordable thing at the moment. And then need some water too. I don't know if there's like a way to get hand carry thing for water. If there's a search. I realized there was a search. Hmm. Oh, this seems like it would make sense for us to get. But like maybe here-ish. Not enough money to plant it out. But we do have this that can supply water tanks with fresh water. The only thing is, I don't know. Like, I don't want a big water tank. Here's what we're gonna do, I think. Let's see here. That one's the cheapest. So let's see how much this is to rent. Because I think we could just get this filled up with water, right? Yeah, we can afford that. Okay. So let's go pick up that trailer. I think that'll just give us enough to like top off our water reserves, and we can hopefully just call it good from there and return it right after. I don't exactly know where to get water. I know you can like back into ponds and stuff, but yeah, I'm thinking that there's not. Oh, just watch me go flying down the map there. Um, yeah, there's no like real water source here, so do I need to? I think I might have to put one in my area. So I don't see any. Was that water? Yeah. It looks like it might be water. So that's probably where we have to fill up our water tank. It's gonna be all the way down there. We'll take a peek once we pick everything up. I'm pretty much a noob. We also only have $204 to our name, so hopefully we get something we can sell soon. Or we might have to cut down a few more trees to sell, just so we don't starve this winter. Oh, I see like a water thing there. We might be able to buy some. I'm not sure if that's a thing. See, I just can't park. Okay. I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to get in the next. Hey. And let's lower our hitch. We've got. There we go. So here, this is our fertilizer. So much fertilizer. Our seeds. Track that down. Be safe. I think. Is this like an area where we can buy stuff? It's like I see the symbol for like liquids, right? Is that what that is? It's like, yeah. Wrong one. Is there like an interaction? I don't think so. You know, I also see this. I think this is maybe fuel, right? Yeah. I don't think that is water. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Let's see. To me, this really looks like water, so I think we're gonna drive out there and see if we can get some water from there. So I'm gonna jump around here. It's a little on the cheaty side, but sorry. I was just curious. Just wanted to see if there was anything like that, but obviously I'm not seeing anything. I think that's where the benefit of that pump comes in, though, that I found. We could probably use that. What's this? That's yellow too, right? It's green. The purple train. That's cool. Yeah. I don't really see anything. So we're just gonna head down to that little area that looks like I think it's a water place. Actually, I need 1 second here. We'll go mix up my food.